Hello everyone, I'll be covering software testing, part 1 of the series. Although software testing involves a broad set of practices, software engineers must know these basic testing types: unit testing, integration testing, systems testing, and acceptance testing. Unit testing is the simplest it can get. It's where testing happens in its own space, whether it's a function, a method, a class, or even a particular line of code, as the code sample here shows, where for attribute A, the getValue function call is being made. Now in integration testing, it's where things get a little more broad and it goes a step or two higher compared to unit testing. Here we see if the code between two different modules interact well or if external functionality calls are done well. So if we look at the bottom mock code, the temp call function from one class is making a call to the sensor API class for getting the temperature. Now, systems testing is more at the peak level, where software code base is nearly complete or fully complete. Here, the concern is about meeting functional and non-functional requirements or adhering by relevant standards. So, questions to ask yourself are: does the product meet user requirements? Does it meet the performance requirements? Or am I going by the proper practices, checking for security issues, or meeting the expected load tolerance for the software app? Acceptance testing is where we're eventually getting the final draft into fruition. So it usually is concerned with the deployment or the release phases. Here we look if a particular audience is satisfied with the product or particular stakeholders in general are satisfied with the product so that the business requirements are met. So something you can think about is if the users or customers are happy receiving the software. You might have seen this when people are checking out pre-release versions of Windows Vista 7, 8, or any kind of operating system, or using a grocery shopping app to test orders, like Instacart. So a couple common things across all types of testing are that bugs and defects are addressed, except in the acceptance testing, and consistent behaviors as well as the handling of inputs and outputs are looked for from the software and or the code base. That is part one of software testing. Next up is black box, white box, and gray box testing.